Now we look at different types of financial, different types of fixed income securities or bond. So what are the types of fixed income securities? And there are many. So one is floating rate bonds, and that means bonds or the fixed income securities where the rate of or the coupon rate or the interest rate is not fixed. It is floating. That means it is linked with some index, and that is your floating rate bonds. You can have fixed rate bonds where the coupon rate is fixed. You got a zero coupon bond or deep discount bond. As I was explaining in one of the earlier discussion, zero coupon bond or deep discount bond are same. In case of zero coupon bond, there is no rate of coupon, there is no rate of interest, there is no coupon. They are issued at a discount. So 100 100 रुपए का बॉन्ड है, 100 rupees bond will be issued for 95 rupees or 94 rupees or whatever it may be, and the return for the subscriber will be the difference between the redemption price, which is 100 rupees, and the issue price, which is 95 rupees. So 5 rupees becomes his return on an investment of 95 rupees. So that is your zero coupon bond or deep discount bonds. Convertible bonds, non-convertible bonds. So convertible bonds get converted into equity shares at the given date as agreed in the indenture, and non-convertible bonds, remember, they do not get converted into equity. They continue to remain a debt instrument through and through and get redeemed on the maturity date. You can also have a callable and puttable bond. Now, what is a callable bond and what is a puttable bond? Callable bond, it means the issuer has an option. And what option he has? He has the option that after expiry of certain date, the issuer can call these bonds back. That means he can redeem these bonds prematurely, exercising the call option that he has on these bonds. A question may come to your mind as to why an issuer should do that. So issuer will do it in case if the rates of interest in the market have gone down. So let's say, for example, the issuer has issued these bonds with a coupon of 9%. Because of the changes in the economy, overall changes in the economy, the interest rates in general have gone down. So now issuer can issue the new series of bonds at 7% against the 9%. So what he will do, if he has the option in these bonds to call them, he will call these options back, redeem the money to the issuers, and raise fresh capital, which will be at the rate of 7%. So that is your callable bond. Against the callable bond, you also have something which is puttable bond. So what is puttable bond? Please remember, call option का मतलब है, the meaning of call option is the holder of the option has a right to purchase, and puttable option will mean that the holder of the option has a right to sell. So as in case of a callable bond, the issuer can call the bonds back and redeem them. In case of puttable bond, the subscriber has the right to give the bonds back to the company and take their money. A question may come to your mind as to why should a subscriber do it? A subscriber will do it because in case if the rates of interest in the market, in the economy have gone up, so and the bond has an option of put option, so therefore it will be in the interest of the subscriber to exercise the put option, give the debentures back, give the bonds back to the company, take their money, and since the interest rates have gone up, invest that money into fresh bonds where the subscriber will be able to interest a higher rate of interest, and that is the reason why puttable bond will be exercised. A question that comes to my mind is, there can be a puttable bond, there can be a callable bond. Is it possible that a bond is issued by a issuer with both the options? That means the issuer has the option of call and the subscriber has the option of put. Is that possible? And the answer is yes. A bond can also be issued with both the options, call options as well as the put option. Then you have the next category of bond, which is perpetual bonds. So what is perpetual bonds? Perpetual bonds will simply mean that they are issued for perpetuity. That means they do not have any obvious maturity date or redemption date. So they are issued for perpetuity. But these bonds will be issued with certain options, and whereby the holder would be able to exercise that option and submit them for redemption. So that is your perpetual bonds issued for perpetuity. Tax-free bonds is the next category. Tax-free bonds, as the name suggests, when you make investment, when somebody makes investment in tax-free bonds, the issuer gets tax exemption on his investment. Uh, Generally, tax-free bonds will be issued by the government of India entities where they are raising money for the purpose of infrastructure. Junk bonds is the next category. Junk bonds, as the name suggests, they are junk, and junk bonds are very unsafe in quality, and since they are unsafe in quality, the interest or the coupon rate is high on these junk bonds. So somebody who has got high risk appetite will subscribe for the junk bonds. Then you got income bonds. And what is income bond? The name would suggest income bond will give you income, but it is other way around. Income bond is are the bonds where the issuer will pay coupon only if there is an income earned by the issuer. If there is no income, then income bond holder will not get any interest, any return. Subordinated bonds are the bonds which are subordinated to a senior bond. So some bond has been issued already, and against that bond, the issuer has given a security, and the issuer is issuing another series of bond, and which are having a security, but the prime security on those assets is in favor of the senior bonds, and the subordinated bonds will have the benefit of security, but only after the interest of the senior bonds have been taken care of. So that is your subordinated bonds. Bearer bonds will simply mean that the bearer will be able to redeem them. So that is your bearer bond. So bearer bonds will not have a name of the holder. So whoever holds them, he is the owner of those bonds. So bearer bonds are freely transferable. That means and the person who is holding the bonds, he can give it to his son, daughter, or anybody else for that matter, and that is the beauty of bearer bonds. Yankee bonds. I'm sure you must be hearing this term called Yankee bonds. So what are the Yankee bonds? Yankee bonds are the bonds issued by a foreign bank or financial institution in US, and these Yankee bonds are issued by a foreign company, foreign lender, banker, foreign institution in US market. They are denominated in dollar, and they are traded on the US markets, and these bonds are called as Yankee bonds. Then you have inflation linked bonds. So inflation linked bonds are nothing but bonds with the same feature as floating rate bonds. And then you have asset backed securities. So there's something called securitization. So whenever the security is being issued which is backed by securitization, such securities are referred as asset backed securities. So friends, these are the types of these are the prominent types of the fixed income securities or bonds which are there in the global market. These are the broad categories, and I'm sure there can be certain variations of all these different kinds of securities that we have discussed.